So this is Rob the Witch from Necronomicon. You're listening to Metal Messiah Radio. C'est Rob the Witch ici de Necronomicon. Vous écoutez Metal Messiah Radio.
All right, motherfuckers, we are here at Metal Messiah Radio, NAMM 2017, live here in Dean's booth.
Yep.
On the third floor with Rob of
Necronomicon.
Fucking yay. First time I've met you, obviously.
Yep, first time we met.
Okay, we're just going to kick right into it. What's new here at NAMM that you're just thinking about and what you're liking about your axis here at NAMM?
Well, of course, I come principally, the most reason, and probably the only reason I'm here, it's going to be because of Dean Guitar. I've been playing with Dean Guitar since 2011 right now. They've been like super amazing with me. I mean, there's not a lot of Canadians artists that are playing with Dean Guitar, so it's really cool. They're really happy to have me here. When they invited me, I was like, what? I said, yeah, we really want you to come, talk about the guitars and everything. He said, we know you're gonna have some interview with like more underground and more extreme metal, because they have like some really famous people, like Dave Mustaine's gonna be there tomorrow,
Oh, cool.
And there's other people, but it's more like, not to say commercial, it's metal, but it's a little bit more accessible, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Where Necronomicon is more like that black extreme metal, dark stuff. So for me, I took it as like a huge compliment to be invited here, and I have to thank Delft, Texas for that, and also Mr. David Vincent.
Horns up.
The ex-Morbid Angel, that really pushed for me to be here.
Cool.
So that's pretty much it.
All right, so why don't we just jump into some of those bands that everybody knows you've been in?
Yeah, we've been on tour with. The band has been around since 1988. So it's 20. It's it's started to be a long run. But we've been playing for so many bands. I can't name everyone.
Sure.
But most bands that people can know. Well, like I was saying a little bit earlier, Morbid Angel. We played with Morbid Angel in the past. Dimmu Borgir. We've been touring with Behemoth. Cradle of Fear, Rotting Christ recently.
It's right up Jet's line.
Septic Flesh God Apocalypse. I can go on and go on and go on. It's a really long list. We're almost 38 years. So 29 years exactly this year.
Excellent.
So it's thousands of shows and.
It sounds successful. It's basically what I would call metal success.
Well, success. It depends on success. It can be really relative. It depends where you stand when you say success. What is success? Is it being millionaire, or is it's
just kicking ass on Dean guitars?
Yeah. Well, if it's that, I'm successful.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm seeing here, man. All right, let's jump into your influences as a guitar player. When did you start playing guitar?
I started, from my point of view, I started to play guitar a little bit too old for my taste. I started playing it around age 13.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 45 right now, so
cool.
I've been playing for I look a little bit younger. I've been told that a lot these last days. My main band at the origin was when I started to get interest in music. I was like 4 or 5 years old. I think 5 years old, and it was like, of course, it was Kiss.
Kiss. Cool.
Yeah, and so I started to get like really into the makeup thing and playing guitar and just rocking the shit, But with time it became like, of course, there was other bands that were musically more interesting, like Judas Priest and stuff like that. The band that really changed the thing for me was Celtic Frost.
Right on. That's 80s metal. That's true.
Celtic Frost was when they released the album To Megatherion in '85. I was like, okay, that's it. I want my music to be dark, and freaking ambient, and and all that stuff. And there was a three-piece band, and guitarist, singer, So I went on that aspect. So that was like, I want my band to be like that.
So that was your influence. Yeah. That was your inspiration. So
that's how it started. Of course, after that, there's been other stuff, but but basically, it was like Bathory, Venom, and Celtic Frost.
Excellent. That's fucking badass. Let's talk about the technique of guitar playing that you do. It says rhythm. You throw some shred leads in there. How's that coming about?
Yeah, of course. As the fact, it's a fact that I'm the only guitarist in the band, so I have to provide what needs to be done.
Exactly.
I'm not playing the lead everywhere because sometimes I'm playing a song and I feel like it's not needed.
Sure.
But when I feel it, I said no, I need it. To shred there or put something while I do it, and I don't force myself to do it. I'm just like, yeah, we need a solo there, I'll work on it, and I do it. I'm not unfortunately I didn't have I was not like in an environment back in the days to have like guitar lesson and everything.
Sure. Self-taught
from A to Z. I have one guitar lesson from a cousin that was playing a little bit, but he showed me like how to tune the guitar,
right,
and like this is a chord and you need to work by yourself after that. So everything I'm doing has been by myself all this time. Yeah.
Self-taught is cool.
Yeah.
Let's flip over to amplification. What do you use?
I'm extremely not interesting, I think, at that point. I'm playing, I'm saying that. I'm playing with Marshalls.
Okay.
I've been playing with Marshalls all my life, or most of my life. And the thing that's probably most interesting on that aspect is I'm playing valve state.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that a tube or solid state? Or what is it?
It's solid state. It's total solid state. And I always felt like when I was playing with a NAMM, with tubes, it was like kind of, I don't know, it was not tight.
Too much bassy.
It was not tight.
Right.
It's not tight enough. It's always like, kind of always not responding fast enough. I mean, and
I never heard that, but that's
that's my point of view. I was like, it didn't respond fast enough for me. So I'm actually playing, I don't have a recent amp, I have a really old valve state, like 120. It's a block, it's just a block of power. Right. And I'm driving this, and now that's gonna be a shock. I'm a Behringer VM3. Okay. So it's just like a plastic box with processing, and I just crank the gain at the maximum, mid, a bit of treble, and zero bass.
Right. Sounds to me like you have your own preference. You're kicking ass through Dean, Marshall, and Behringer. Horns up.
I mean, it's weird, the story with Behringer is because like one time it come back to the story why I play with Dean guitar. Because I was on tour, I got all my guitars stolen, some of my gear, and I needed something really quick. Sure. And I went to a store, it was $100 to $30 Behringer. I said, and someone said it works good.
Sure.
Because I saw the guys from Gamma Ray some years ago, and when you were seeing the Marshall cabs in the back, there was a little chair with a VM, like a little VM, and that was their sound. And I remember that, and I saw the VM, there was a new one, and I said, okay, I'm gonna take that. I remember that was sounding decent. And this one is the most recent one, and it sounds really badass.
Very cool, man. So it sounds to me like your template of gear is just what you like. That whatever works, whatever sounds good, whatever kicks ass.
Yeah, I don't play a guitar or a NAMM because that guy or that guy. Me, I need to feel it. That's a simple. I know too many peoples, and I don't want to,
name names.
I want to have. I play with that brand because that guitarist play with it. I said, dude, it doesn't work like that. You need to know what you do and just work. Work when you work with it because it's your work tool. So when you work, you need, really to do. Okay, what's my sound? What's my playing? What fit what my playing? That's a way.
Isn't it fucking ironic that most of the players come here they only like these other brands, and they say it's because my idol plays that, I want to play that, just like what you were saying, your point.
Yeah.
So,
but the irony of this, the best irony I think, and some people make fun of me because of that, because I'm playing with, so far I'm playing with Dimebag Darrell's signature guitar.
Kick ass. The Razorback.
Yeah, the Razorback, and like I said, I have some MLs also at home.
Cool.
But the story, and now I feel a little bit ashamed of that because I was not into Pantera. I mean, I knew the name, but I couldn't even name a song.
Sure.
So I discovered like Pantera really late. It means I discovered Pantera when I got with Dean.
Excellent.
So in 2011, I discovered Dimebag Darrell. So that I know it's awkward, but
Rest in peace, Dimebag.
yeah, I mean, after that, I started to listen a little bit what he was doing. So I'm playing with that guy's signature guitar, so I started to, and I was like, whoa, it was good. I mean,
Cool.
it was really freaking good. I mean, I'm not a super fan, or but
Yeah. I saw him live in Southern California, and it blew me away.
so that's how it came to. I came to play with these guitars. So far, it fit me. So I think there's some stuff, the mechanic and how it's built, everything fit for my playing. So,
Awesome, man. Let's go ahead and take a break.
yeah, sure.
We'll come back in a minute.
Okay, no problem.
All right, metalheads, we're back with Rob of
Necronomicon.
and part 2 of our interview.
Part
here.
2.
NAMM 2017, Dean.
Yep.
We're just going to jump into your last and recent album. What's
Yeah.
it all about?
Okay, now that I'm gonna try to make a short version.
Because we're going to go over and check out your guitar.
Yeah, well, we'll see that after. Yeah, no problem. So our latest album's been released in March 2016, 28th of March 2016. It's called Advent of the Human Gods. This one video clip has been released, only one. Unfortunately, there was supposed to be 2 video clips. Video clips called Crown of Thorn. It talks a lot about how some people might not like that here, but
Metal Messiah Radio has Jeebus, so we're cool.
yeah, so it's pretty much, how can I approach that? How some cultures have lost their identity because of the Christianization.
Sure.
So we're talking about, America, of course. I mean, it's
Right.
Native people. US, well, Canada too, bro.
Right.
Canada too. But USA is more obvious. It's really there. Good part of South America also.
Sure.
But let's not forget Norway, Sweden,
Sure.
and all the Nordic country that became Christians.
Right.
And some people are even today try to explain we don't want our culture to disappear.
Sure.
Actually, historically speaking, the only country that really resisted it was Japan. Japan just practically eliminated all Christians when they said you're leaving the country, and they didn't want it. Well, they crucified 45,000 of them.
That's a lot of history there.
Yeah, but there's a movie is coming out about that actually, and the thing is like we're seeing that people have said you see Japanese like evil people and stuff like that. Well, if you put it on their perspective, they wanted to protect their culture.
Sure.
And Japan right now is one of the countries the most advanced technologically in the world, and they still have their culture 100%. So
Totally understand.
that's it. Imagine if we would have like something like that with native here, right? Mexican, the same.
I lived
same
in
stuff.
Japan for a year when I was in the Marine Corps, bro. I know.
So yeah, that's a little bit about that. Of course, in the video clip we saw like the context about more here, like native people, and
Excellent.
how especially in Northern America, in the north, where the French came,
Right.
and it created a little bit of problems with some officials there that stopped us to release the video clip. So the video clip don't have as much play as we would have wanted because of that. But we've been blocked at some places. But anyway, we did what we had to do, and so that's pretty much it. So that album is doing really well right now. It's on Season of Mist record.
Cool.
And with the card I give you have access to all that stuff, by the way.
Excellent. Yeah, I saw
And-
that. We were listening to it, man. It was fucking brutal, intense.
Yeah, so where there's not a lot of band that doing our style of music in America, so
Right.
it's more like some black metal are more purist here a little bit.
Sure.
Elitist Necronomicon is not like in the Satan stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We're really about the roots.
You're trying to give a deep message.
Yeah,
trying to
that's
hit home with
exactly.
the history. A deep
We're more
message.
close to, myself been raised by native. My mom married like a native shaman when I was 11. My parents divorced, and so I've been raised since 11 by that man.
That's profound.
And
That is
so
very
that,
profound.
yeah, so my beliefs are pretty much, really different. So
That's cool, Rob. Fuck yeah.
so,
That's,
you know,
that is
so-
fucking very cool.
That's why we had an album also previously that was called like Sacred Medicine. We're talking about the entire concept about like everything, from South America all the native people,
Sure.
Quetzalcoatl, name it, dude. We had so much context, and now we're coming back a little bit because with that song, especially the Crown of Thorns, that you know, I think it's clear. But you go watch out the video clip. It's
I'll check it out.
It's a little bit different.
I'll definitely check it out.
Typical metal, yeah.
All right, cool. Let's jump into gigs, tours. What are you going on the road? Are you on the road?
We were on the road September, October of last year.
Okay.
We did 50-something show back to back, so that was pretty long. I mean, 2 months on the road,
Kick ass.
3 days off.
Right.
So, you know, it was pretty intense. We came back home there after there was the holidays.
Sure.
So we're kind of not back into it. But actually, it's in process of booking right now, for 2017. And, of course, US. Yes.
Dude, it gives you a break to stay home and fucking work on your riffs.
Yeah, I started to record it. I composed. I have one song that's really done from A to Z.
That's an exclusive.
That's
for
an exclusive. Yeah, that's
radio.
This is an exclusive, and I have 3 other ones in process.
Very cool.
So but that's an exclusivity. Yeah,
Very cool.
You got it here.
All right, man. Let's close it with just shout outs to Metal Messiah Radio. What you know about Metal Messiah Radio? How long have you known Jet and our station?
I'm sorry, I love Metal Messiah Radio. They're fucking
What's your name?
I was a DJ on there for a little bit.
What's your name again?
Carola.
Okay. Do you know DJ Elf?
I haven't, honestly, I haven't been on Metal Messiah in years.
All right.
But
All right. Cool. I'm DJ Elf. You know my boss LC
I'm
and
sorry,
Jet.
I'm going to call you back in 1 second.
You know my boss LC and Jet.
Yes, Elsie.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know Jet had a really popular show, but
Well,
I'm sure she's risen in the
Jet
ranks.
hooked me up with Rob here. So
Gotcha.
All right. Good talking to you.
Awesome. Yeah,
Bye.
they're really good guys.
All right.
No, cool.
That was a little bit of that.
That was a little bit unexpected. A nice
Her hair was a
interruption.
little bit green and rainbowish.
Yeah, she looked like pretty black metal though.
Yeah, cool. All right,
Anyway,
so let's conclude. And
Yeah, so I don't remember how the first time I heard about Metal Messiah. I don't remember.
it had to have been Jet because she fucking loves
It's
black metal.
pretty much. I think it's Jet. But there's another chick also.
Okay.
There's another chick. I mean, I have it on my Facebook.
Sure, we'll check it out.
Someone told me that she's from Montreal, or something like she's in US now or something like. Maybe I'm confusing with another radio station, but I don't think so.
We'll check it out and we'll make
And
sure.
she's more into dark stuff, but in a way. But of course, when I've been talking directly, more, the person is Jet,
Right.
and I'm always like looking at her picture, or almost every morning. She's in front of the mic, hey Jet,
We know
good
what she
morning
looks like.
everyone,
Oh, yeah.
and she's amazing.
I'll give you a little bit of history of Jet and DJ Elf.
Yeah.
Way back when, she worked for a magazine company, or a magazine,
Yeah.
a magazine, and that's how we met.
I heard about that she was into that stuff before.
Right.
Yeah.
She interviewed me with my band. We won't go into that, but basically, I thought she was badass, and I introduced her to LC, the owner, and
That's it.
that was it. History.
There's the
Horns
story.
up, Jet.
Yeah. So last time I talked with Metal Messiah Radio, it was with Jet actually, and I remember because you finish the interview, so man, she knows what she's doing.
She's
You know,
pro. She's a
sometime
pro.
you call on the middle of tour, you need to do an interview on the phone and said, we're on the road right now, I can't stop, blah blah blah. Okay, and the guy is taking so.
Spit that shit out.
The next question. I had a guy like that on the last tour, and seriously, it was not a good time for that. I said because I had many calls to do, and
Right.
and I was like,
Don't waste my motherfucking time, bro.
dude, and I told him at one point, I said, I'm sorry to say that, but we need to hurry up a little bit, dude.
That being said, Rob, I really appreciate your time here at NAMM 17.